चंचल हवा
Hi,
में।
hi, hi, hi.
क्या बात है? On
That's
that
solid,
note,
bro.
action.
Hey everyone, we are here with the current VP Campus Life Saaim, and he's going to answer some questions about Takeoff. So, starting off, why the rebranding? I'm still calling it Frosh.
So this is kind of an issue that goes back to 2018. UBC was kind of on us about changing the name, along with a lot of other associations and organizations such as SV Pro, just because there was a built-up negative stigma behind the name of Frosh, right? And so it's kind of the idea that we wanted to, rebrand it, change up what people think about the concert, and really bring it to life, and make it a little bit more of a positive thing about everybody kind of coming together and taking off with the year, rather than just kind of making it it's Frosh. It's like the first concert, right? It's kind of more of a let's take off together, kickstart the year on a good note, and go from there.
What was the vetting process for artists? How do you decide who gets to perform?
So we start off with various limitations right off the bat, right? We have budget. We got to look at their availability. We also have to look at who the artist is and whether or not they fit into the genre of music that we're looking for, right? In the past years, we've done hip hop, EDM. This year, we did look at a few different artists. One of them being Tyla, for example. However, she was out of our budget. BB No Money was also a great choice, but he wasn't available at the time. So in the end, we decided to go with Annalie Choppa. He chose the reason we chose Annalie Choppa is because he's LGBTQ positive, right? He's done a lot of different sets at different universities, and he's also just a great performer, right? Somebody that really brings energy to the stage, and hence me and the team decided to go with Annalie Choppa. Yeah.
I've heard about budget cuts in the SEO this year. How did it affect budget for Takeoff, and how did you have to work your way around it?
Yeah, so we were actually estimated to do a lot less revenue than we ended up doing at the end. We sold out the concert and did a whole lot more revenue than we expected. Not only that, but because of these budget cuts, we were initially limited a lot more on who we could select in terms of artists. Last year, we had Sheck West come in, and he came at a certain budget, and we were able to bring Anna Lee around that certain budget as well. So hence we thought it was, just a great option to bring him in. And those budget cuts did affect us. But Mike, one of my, or pretty much my event manager, did an absolutely amazing job putting things together. Whether it be fencing, staging, or it even be, a small expense just as, wristbands, buying wristbands. He was able to put everything together very diligently, and he put that together very well. I was able to market everything, and I was able to find a couple of people to help me market, and we were able to put everything together really well. And even despite those budget cuts, it came together really well at the end.
What did the promotional strategy look like, and how did you sell tickets?
Yeah, so our promotional strategy involved, and I have to give a shout out here to my editor, Dak Shahani. He absolutely blew everything out of the water. Whenever we needed videos, whenever we needed, anything Takeoff related, he was able to put it together. We also had Becca Evans, our media coordinator, that did an absolutely amazing job with, promoting it on SEO UBC story, on SEO events. And we also had, our tabling every so often where we were able to sell tickets. Expo was also a great chance to sell some tickets. And just marketing in general, we were able to send it out to different group chats and really, send it out to whoever we knew. And that kind of just, it was kind of word of mouth at one point. And everything worked out in the end in terms of marketing, and we were able to sell out. So great marketing, I would like to think.
Yeah, speaking of marketing, I've heard about a certain t-shirt gun from a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
What was the thought behind that? And I'm curious, how much did that cost?
So the t-shirt gun was something that we used to spend quite a bit of money on every year. We used to rent it every year. And then I came in and I was kind of like, hey, instead of just renting it every year, we might as well make it a capital purchase, put it down once, right? So then it kind of lasts us for the next, 5, 6, 7 years, which in the end, at the end of those 7 years, costs a whole lot less, right? So it's kind of more of an initial down payment. T-shirt guns are available on various different websites, and you can find how much those cost. Or you can just look through the SEO budget and you'll see it kind of in capital purchases. But it honestly was so much more worth it because we were able to engage students myself and one of my director at larges went out there in during Jumpstart, and we actually shot T-shirts around, and people had a great time. We also went to a couple soccer games where people had a great time just catching T-shirts, and it really brings out student engagement. People really love seeing the T-shirt cannon, and just anything related to that T-shirt cannon really gets the people going, and they really get excited, even when I'm just walking around with it. So yeah, it was a really good purchase in my opinion, and people love it, I believe. I like to think that.
All right, this was great. Do you have anything else to add?
No, not really. Follow SEO events. My name is Saaim, and it's a pleasure being your VP Campus Life.